Moose Country, welcome to Scotty's Hotshots. We're out here on the corner of Brunswick and Duke at Scotiabank Centre on a beautiful sunny day. I'm joined by head coach Jim Midgley, and Jim, hard to believe we're talking about hockey on a beautiful sunny day like this, but training camp is back, and your first one as head coach. It's going to be an exciting one for you. What is your first priority as head coach over at Cole Harbour Place?
Yeah, I think just with our staff, we're just making sure everything's organized for the week. Cam does a real good job of making sure this, the big logistics are all looked after in terms of player flights and billets and things like that. We're just making sure we have our practice plan ready, and Sylvain and Favreau just arrived here on Monday, so we've been talking hockey here for the last 4 or 5 days, which is great. And I think in the summertime you think as a you do your own brainstorming as a coach, but it's nice to get into a coach's office with a whiteboard and a marker and start to talk about plays and power plays and penalty kill and get lots of marker on your sleeve and things like that. So it's been a great week, and we're really looking forward to getting going.
You mentioned Sylvain. He joins yourself and John Greenwood on the bench this season. What can you tell fans about him?
Yeah, Sylvain's a real detailed guy, which I know a few of close friends of mine have worked with Sylvain before, and you look at his track record as a coach where he was up in Ontario too. So he's a guy who's got a lot of detail. He's got a lot of passion for the game, which is great. He's a similar guy to Johnny and I. He likes to have fun and likes to talk hockey, but when it's to get down to serious hockey talk, he's right in there, and which we're really looking forward to working with him.
Do you have defined roles set for the assistants this season?
Yeah, so Johnny Greenwood, he was working with our forwards before. Now he's going to go back on the D and do a similar job that I did last year. And Sylvain is going to work with our forwards during the game and help me out on the power play. We'll work together on the power play, and Johnny will do the PK like he's done over the last couple of years too. So that's how we'll have our staff divided up this year, and it's great. I've done both roles too, so I know what I want as a head coach too. So those guys are looking forward to the opportunity as well.
That's a quick turnaround from day one of camp to the Moncton Rookie Challenge. How do you evaluate, and what do you really want to see out of your players in Moncton at the Rookie Challenge? Yeah,
we just want the guys to be themselves, and we'll sit down tomorrow and meet with them before the first practice, and we just want them to be themselves. And I said this to you before, and I've said it during different interviews. We want a team that plays with a lot of pace and an attacking style game, and having everybody involved. And we'll talk to our guys early, and I know they're going to be nervous. A lot of these guys, it's their first time coming to a major junior camp too. So we'll try and make them as comfortable as we can, and we know that they'll still be nervous no matter how much we say or how much we do. And we just want to put them in and try and get them as most comfortable as we can right away, and let them play, and we'll do some evaluating from there.
Realistically, there's not a whole lot of spots up for grabs on the team this year, but what are the position battles, I guess, that maybe fans can look for during camp and the preseason?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of the question mark is on defense right now with Walter Flower and Jordan Lepage being injured. So there is some spots that will be open possibly on the back end, and there'll be a few up front as well. So like you said, there's not a whole lot of spots, but it's going to be a wide open competition, and we're really excited with the draft we had this year with Justin Barron and with Perrant, as well as our first round picks too. So we're excited to see those guys around the ice, and there'll be a spot there for them to earn, and we're excited to see all the guys.
And starting the year with a solid goaltending tandem as well, and Alex Gravel and Blademan Dixon. Gravel certainly came into his own during the playoffs. Is he the number one guy going in, or do you consider them 1A and 1B at this point?
Yeah, I think that would be the safe way to say it, is 1A, 1B. They're both real good goalies. Blade's got a lot of experience in this league, and Gravel, as you said, he took the ball last year and ran with it, with Blade getting hurt too. But we know what Blade can do, and we're not going to say this guy's 1, this guy's 2, and how many games you're going to play and what games you're playing in, and we'll evaluate that as the year goes. And if you look at the National Hockey League last year with Pittsburgh, they had 2 real good goaltenders. Fleury started the playoffs, Murray ended it. We really like our goaltending situation, and we're excited to see those guys grow and to start the season with both guys healthy.
I guess final question, is it too soon to be setting goals for the team? I mean, we're only in training camp here, but what would you consider to be a successful season for the Halifax Mooseheads?
Yeah, I just want to see us get better every day, and I know it's a coach probably cliche to say that, but we're still a young team. We've gained a lot of experience last year in the playoffs, and I know we got beat out in 6 games, but our guys learned a lot about themselves, learned a lot about what it takes to play in this league, and so I really want us to learn from those experiences, take those experiences and grow on them, and be a team that competes every night and gets better, and that's where our success will come. If we're getting better each day, we're going to be, we'll have a better record than we did last year.
All right, thanks, Jim. Look forward to seeing what happens and transpires with the Mooseheads here in training camp.
Thank you.